Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm gonna be finishing off the final touches on the Volkswagen Jetta. We're gonna be doing the traction control button on it because it didn't come with one from factory, and a couple other things we're gonna be doing under the hood. The most important thing of the day and exciting is that we're gonna go pick up our new build. We're gonna be doing on the channel, but that's gonna be later on. We're gonna go to our buddy's garage and pick it up, which he's got it over there. So let's get to work first, and then we're gonna head over. Alright guys, we're gonna start by installing the hood strut first on the right side of the car, right here. So you're gonna need your tool set right here. Some ratchets and wrenches and the sockets as well. I'm going to take you step by step how to do it. So first, let's start by disassembling. Alright, first thing we're going to do is take off this bolt with a 10mm. This bolt holds down the fender, so just take it right off, just like that. And now we're going to be replacing it with this piece that the strut brings. It's going to be the anchor point, and it's a 12mm. You're going to go ahead and tighten it down. And now we can move on to the actual hood. We have to take the bottom nut off with a 13mm. So let's just go ahead and take it off. Now let's take the bracket that came with the kit as well. We're going to be using, out of the two holes that it's got, the bottom one. We're going to go ahead and put it just like I'm doing here. Put a washer and then put the nut back on and tighten it on. The hydraulic piece comes with the bolt attached to it already, so all we have to do is just place a washer on it and go ahead and put it through the hole of the bracket. We're gonna go ahead and tighten it down using a 12mm. You're gonna have to use a wrench as well, 12mm, so you can have both ends secure. Now that it's secure, it's time to go ahead and attach it, and to do so you just gotta press it down just like that. Now it's on, and let's move on to the next side. Guys, the one for this side, the bracket, is a little bit defective, so I'm gonna go ahead and grind it down a little bit on the side so we can make it fit. Guys, so I have this box from Motorsport where they send us the ignition coils. We're gonna be replacing it on it, so let's get to work. Guys, to remove the ignition coils is simple. All you have to do is take a small screwdriver, unplug all of the electrical components, put it aside, and now we can pry it on it a little bit so we can get it loose. Just pull it right out. If it gives you a little resistance, keep prying on it slightly on the side without breaking anything, and just keep pulling. It'll come right out. Now that you got them free, you can take your time and replace the spark plugs. And after you do so, use some of this connector grease to put on the coils on the bottom. Just a little bit would do the trick. This is so they don't seize and get stuck for next time you have to replace them. So just put a little bit on them and just press hard on them all the way down, and you will be all set with the installation. After you do so, plug all the cables back on and it should be working. Alright guys, now that we finished with the spark plug coils and the hood struts, let's go and take care of the traction control button. It should be easy. Come on. All right, guys, now inside the car, here's our electrical components for the traction control button. So we got the actual wires that are gonna go, the wire harness that is gonna go in here all the way into the engine bay, where we're gonna be sticking this connector in a plug up front, which I'm gonna show you later. And here's the button they send us, so we can put it right there where the button is supposed to go on the old cars, on the MK5. So you can see right here, this is where they're supposed to go, over here. So it's gonna go probably like this and there. So let's get to work. Guys, let's take our pry tool and start prying gently on this plastic piece right here so we can take it off. And under it, we're gonna reveal 2 T20 bolts that we have to take off. So let's go ahead and take them out. Guys, to have more space to work, let's go ahead and move the shifter all the way back. Press this yellow button right here after you have your emergency brake on, and now you have more access under here to take off all the cables. Take both of the cigarette lighter and the jack connector so you can remove the piece completely. There. Alright, now that we have it out, let's go ahead and install the wiring harness, the splitter, and let's put on the button that we have. Just like that, it clicks into place. Let's go ahead and connect the button. Perfect. Alright, now let's go ahead and plug it back on. Now let's run the actual cable that is going to go all the way to the front. As you can see right here, you can see my hand down here, that's where we're going to be putting the cable through. Just like that. When you have it all the way down, let's go ahead and put these cables together so we don't make a mess, and put the bolts back on, and now you can put everything back together. Let's keep putting the cable all the way to the front. We're gonna start by taking off both of these plastic screws so we can remove this rubber piece. After you do so, you can just pull it right out, just like that. And here is the harness that goes through the firewall all the way to the engine bay. That's the one. The best way to put the cable all the way to the front is gonna be by using a screwdriver. We're gonna have to run it through the side all the way into the front without damaging the other cables. And if we make it through, this is the harness that we're gonna be attaching the cable to. So all the way down there, we should see the screwdriver come out with the cable. So let's go ahead and put the idea to work. Guys, actually it looks like the screwdriver is coming out through this side, but we can actually see it. So let's go ahead and do a small incision on the side with a blade and see if we can push it right out. And there it is. As you can see it, we made it through. Now let's go ahead and pull the cable out and attach it to the harness. To remove the harness, guys, there's a clip on the top of it. You can't really see it here, it's very tight, but you're gonna feel it on the top. You're gonna go ahead and pull on it all the way to the top. Once it's all the way, you can pull it right out. Now let's take off this plastic cover right here. It's all on some clips. Let's use the plastic pry tool and get it out. Now that we have it off, we have to count all the way down 8 spots, starting with the small brown cable. And right here, you see this black cable, the small black cable right there. Right in front of it is where we're going to be attaching the new cable at. As you can see, it's got a protector in the inside, so we're gonna have to take a tiny
object like a small screwdriver and push it all the way through. Get that rubber piece out, and now you can go ahead and take your cable and install it. Once you feel it click all the way inside, it's gonna be all set. So make sure you put it the right way so it'll click in it and it won't come out after you put it all the way inside. And there it is, guys. Now it's on. Now all we have to do is just put everything back together. Guys, we have a screw holding this plastic down right there, as you can see it. We're gonna go ahead and use a T20, take it right off so we can put the cable on top of it and hide it away. Alright guys, moment of truth. So let's go ahead and turn the car on and see if it'll turn the traction control off.
Well guys, as you saw today, we finished off everything we had to do under the hood. The traction control button worked. Let's go now pick up the red car. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the truck and the dolly and head over. Hey guys, so here's the car we're gonna be working on. So let's get a tent on it because the sun is gonna cook us out here in Florida. You know how it is. So let's head over to Pep Boys and get one, and I'll see you guys there. Here we are guys in the Pep Boys. You know, coronavirus stuff, so we gotta be safe.
We are buying a brand new carport right here. Hopefully it's good.
Alright guys, as you can see, we finished installing the carport. Now we can actually get to work on the Jetta and be protected from the sun, not get burned up, you know. So we have a lot of work to do. So let's go ahead and keep going. Thanks for that, for helping me out today. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you know, all that. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next time.